And so, this is it. You finally found her. After all this time, the most beautiful girl you've ever laid your eyes upon is right there in your life. When you look at her, you feel things on the inside that you never knew you could possibly feel before. Your heart starts racing, your mind starts running a million miles per second. She's nothing less than a dream come true, and you, my friend, would want nothing more than to sail off into the sunset with this beautiful lady and live happily ever after. But there's just one problem. You have absolutely no idea how to get her to like you back. And well, that's where I come in. In this video, I'm going to give you 8 magnificent tips that'll work on any girl, anytime, any place, no matter what, that'll get you from the dark and dismal, terrible land known as the friend zone and into the glorious, magnificent, shining land of milk and honey known as the love zone. So stick with me. I'm going to get you from 0 to hero in no time. So step into my office and take a seat. Alright, so let's pop it off. How do we get this nice smoking hottie to like you? Well, before that even happens, we have to first get her to notice you. And how do we do that? Simple. Number 1, be attractive. That means your outward appearance, your inward appearance, your game, the way you present yourself. Get your hair together, dude. Nice, stylish, sleek, clean haircut. Get your facial hair going. Get your clothes and your outfits on point, man. You gotta be looking the part if you want her to pay any attention to you. Find your own personal style, something that looks great on you, something that embodies the beast that you are on the inside. This takes a little trial and error, a little work to figure out what works well on your body with your type and what doesn't. You'll figure that out. Also, make sure you have your hygiene on point. That's a huge part of being attractive. You want to look attractive, you want to sound attractive, you want to smell attractive. Basically, the bottom line is just make sure you take care of yourself and make sure you're looking fly, smelling fly, and just being presented as the guy that this girl cannot resist. You're already in there, dude. Okay, moving on. Tip number 2. Always make sure you remain calm, cool, and collected. That means do not be nervous, but instead be confident and sure of yourself. You're attractive physically. You've piqued her interest, but now it's time to grab her attention for sure. And look, I know that sounds easier said than done. When you see her face, the idea of talking to her, your underarms start dripping profusely, your balls shrivel up, and you're nothing but a little fetus once again in your mother's little womb. Well, today's the day you step outside of that womb. All you have to do here is not take it too seriously. Come off as if this is just another day in your wonderful life. You're a wonderful guy, and you're extending the invitation for her to step outside of her boring, mundane life with the average Joe and into your magnificently adventurous land known as Awesomeville. That's where you live, pal, and that's where you want her to live too. So in short, don't worry about it. Play it cool. It's just another day, another dollar. And this becomes even more easy when you consider our next tip. Number 3, let her do the talking while you do the listening. I like to consider it an 80-20 rule, meaning you talk 20% of the time and she talks a whopping 80% of the time. Trust me, dude, it's pretty easy. She'll love yapping and yapping and yapping about herself and her life. And all you do is sit there like her therapist. Oh, you don't say. Oh, really? Tell me more about it. Blah, 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 blah. Joke here and there, a small talk here and there, a phrase here and there, and it pretty much revolves around itself, man. It's a well-oiled machine that functions with no driver at that point. Girls love to talk about themselves, and they love a guy who gets them excited to talk about themselves and seems as though he's just as excited as she is to listen. So just keep that in mind. Don't be the guy doing all the talking all night long, trying to get her interested in your world, talking about how you got clapped in Fortnite last night, or all the magnificent Spider-Man figurines you got hanging up into your mom's basement. She doesn't want to hear about that, not right now, at the very least. So listen to her, let her talk about herself, and just sprinkle a little bit of interest here and there. The conversation will pretty much work itself out, dude. It's magic. Okay, the next tip pretty much goes hand in hand with the last one. While this conversation is going on, you want her to be laughing, man. You want her to be having fun. You want her to be having a good time. That means you have to be the one to make her laugh. You have to be the guy to make her smile. You got to become smooth, and you got to become humorous. Not overly funny. You don't want to be a clown, but you just want to be the guy who controls the room with your humor. Here and there, sprinkle it in. Make yourself synonymous with a good time in her mind. That means anytime she thinks of you, she's thinking of all the fun she's had, thinking of all the smiles that she let out, thinking of all the laughs that blurted out of her mouth when you told your jokes. That's the guy you want to be, and that's the way you want her to be. Get her laughing, get her smiling, get her having fun, and you are so in there, bro. Trust me. And what tips video on YouTube would not be complete without some contradictory stuff? We just talked about how you need to be the funny guy, how you need to make her laugh, how you need to be the entertainment, the fun time. Well, now you have to be mysterious and edgy, like Batman, like James Bond. You need to be a shadow figure, man. You need to have a little bit of bad boy in you, but she can't quite put her finger on what's going on. That does not mean be an anus, be a butthole. No, that simply means hold back a little. Our previous tip of letting her do all the talking plays perfectly into this. She's talking, she's telling you all this information about herself. Every now and then you slip in a nugget about you, and you only do that when she asks. Until then, you remain cool, stoic. You are a blank slate that she cannot quite understand, but she's intrigued. And as long as she's intrigued by the international man of mystery known as yourself, then you're perfectly in the right position to hit a home run. We're almost there, man. We're almost home free, and you're almost in the magical land of Girlfriendville. Just follow along with me for a little bit longer. So, the next tip. Be strong and centered as a man, not fazed, unmoved by the comings and goings of life. You're a mountain, and everything else is the wind. No matter how hard the wind blows, from east to west, north to south, it doesn't matter. You stand strong. That means in the things you believe. That means in your ideas, your opinions, even with your intentions for how you want your relationship or dating life to go with the nice young lady. Keep it real, keep it solid, keep it you. Don't let her manipulate you. Do not let her or anyone else influence you left or right. You know what you deal with. You know your values. You know what you want. And that's what you stick to. Don't be stubborn. Just be solid. Be strong. Be a man. She'll find that more attractive than anything else you could ever possibly imagine. Trust me, I know. Okay. On to the next one. This one might take you by surprise. It might come as a shock to you because it goes against everything you were taught. By the Disney fairy tales that we watched as children, it taught you that you have to chase the princess. You have to make her feel as though you love her more than anything else on planet Earth, and then she will fall right into your lap and everything will be happily ever after. Well, I'm here to tell you that's all a lie. If you want her to remain interested in you and in turn like you, you have to come across as if you're just a little bit less interested in the whole situation than she is. That means you cannot be blurting out your feelings before she mentions hers. That means you cannot be nagging her. That means you cannot be the one who seems head over heels first. You have to play it cool. You have to play it safe. Stay chill. she'll come to you, man. And that leads us to our very last tip. All of this culminates into one magnificent thing that you must do if you want a girl to like you and to stay liking you. You have to let her do the chasing, bro. I know, it's hard. It won't be easy. You have to hang back and let her come to you when she wants to. You can't force anything here. That's how you chase a girl right out of your life. That means you chill on the texting. You chill on the calling. You chill on the FaceTiming. Let her contact you when she wants to. And when she does that, that's when you make a date. That's when you remain your cool, calm, collected, funny, entertaining, stoic, edgy, mysterious, attractive, sexually magnificent self, and oblige her with the great experience that is known as your life. Let her do all the chasing, bro. All of it. The minute you start chasing a woman is when you chase her right up out of your life. So just chill. Your job here is pretty much done. All you have to do is wait for her to come to you, and when that happens, you make a date to see each other in person. You have a wonderful time. You do what you guys do, and it's a revolving door. You chill, you hang back, and you wait for the time when she expresses her deeper feelings for you, and then at that point, you answer. Yeah, I feel the same. In fact, why don't we go ahead and make this into something real? Congratulations, you have a girlfriend. It took your entire life, but you finally got there. So, with these 8 tips, I think you will be well on your way to getting that beautiful girl to like you just as much as you like her. She doesn't have to know that you love her more than anything, and you have a secret shrine made of her hair shavings and her skin cells inside of your closet that's been festering for about 3 years. All that matters is that you follow the game plan, and now you can finally move forward with the girl of your dreams. So, if you found some things helpful in this video, why don't you go ahead and hit a like and subscribe. Join us, because I can help you out with so much more, dude. Remember, the game never ends. It's an ongoing adventure. Don't ever get complacent. Don't ever think you have it all figured out. Always take a second, regroup, think about the next move, and make the right move to keep her interested and to keep you guys having a wonderful relationship until the end of time. Thanks for staying. Thanks for listening. Thanks for hanging out. Until next time, dude. Adios.